Alright, what's up everybody? Hello and welcome back to some more CK3. We have finally distributed all of the lands we took here in Khorasan. I think it's Khorasan, right? What is this? This is... It says Salgarid, but once they're out of their war, we can actually knock this out and get all of our claims here. I do not want to pay 900 gold that I don't have. We've blown through our entire cash stack, mostly by building buildings, since a lot of the high-tier buildings are absurdly expensive. But that's all good. That's all fine. That's all not important. Right now, we are focusing on getting our religious icon. We'll probably spend the rest of this time with this character doing a bunch of pilgrimages here, I think. In fact, I'm probably going to actually ditch this. And let's go learning here and get the piety focus. Get our health up. Make sure we're doing better. In fact, I could actually build that building. Oh, God, yes. Where is it? It was in... Oh, was it over here? It was. I forgot that's a different dude who has this. And fuck these rebels. Okay. 50k rebels. That's fun. Not a problem. We went ahead and built that. Eventually we will get our mini guys around. Eventually we will get all of the buildings in our duchy. Maybe not before we actually end the episode, now, or end the series now, I think. But this should be the last episode. Barring something insane happening. We'll mend the Schism, and then we are going to go and see what we can do as far as achievement-wise here. Crusader Queen gets safe and secure. Cool. It's good to be home. Are we still doing a legend? Oh yeah, we are promoting her legend. I hope she finishes this. I'm doing it because she's of my dynasty, and I like the idea of having my dynasty be stronger. Warrior Pound Opinions like me because I meant war. That's usual. Let's actually group up before marching to our deaths here. There we go. And now we can march to our deaths. I'll make sure I'm in charge. I don't think I get any... I get some devotion here, which is enough. They're marching into me. Yeah, no devotion, but better war score. Okay. I wish I was like the Asa through, where you can just kill people to get devotion, but... Not happening. Let's turn off the Grand Tournament. I don't care about that anymore. We've done it. We've seen it. We've done it multiple times. We have a mercenary contract? Why? When? The IU bids exist over here? Wait. Eventually. Is it Saladin an IU bid? Let's look here. We're gonna go and look at the house tree here, just to see if I can pick something up. Show me your tree. Muhammad Sultan Bahram Shah, Wali Murad. I feel like this is a different IU bid. I'm not wrong, right? Oh, you're pair. I can go above you. Different house? Sultan Mukhtar. There's a clan realm. I'm not going through all of that to find Saladin. He's in this time somewhere. He's out there. Can I get my bonus piety? Let's focus on our health first, because that'll be good to have. Ransom leader Ali. Prince Ali. Need to go see Aladdin again. Can offer a hostage. Why would I offer a hostage? Why would I do that? I can get claims from my headlights. I want indulgences is what I want. From the Pope Man. For my sins. What does determine the cost here? I need 4,200. No, my horse! My kingdom for a horse. Also, a lot of our traits have gone down here. What's going on with our development? Did we lose a lot? What should we lost? Oh, it's because we have Imperial Strain and being above the domain limit because we have Ostia. Please don't worry me. Don't bother me about Ostia. Thank you. There's something to be said about taking the stewardship bonus here. It doesn't matter. We still make a ton of money. I don't care. We should be upgrading the Grand Estate, but I also don't have the time to do this. University student donates lots of gold. Oh, it's because I own a university? Is that why I'm getting that? Interesting. Religious icon comes along in 800 piety. Let's speed that up a little bit. Let's get an indulgence. Only 100 piety for... Instead of doing that, let's go on another pilgrimage. Pilgrimage. Want to be pious. Let's go and do a cologne. Zealotry. What's this? You'll earn more piety. 600, 400. There you go. This should be enough, I think, to get us there. We will go and end the schism one boat at a time. Lollardy, we don't want to become Lollard. I like how I single-handedly own every holy site now, and I could change religion and make that the primary religion. We'll go with Catholic, because that's fun. Why am I attacking this? Because I am ruler of Mesopotamia? Or I just, okay. So I have a brother who's unlanded, or a sister, or a nephew. I do have a nephew. Good luck. Let's go ahead and take our men-at-arms that we have here now. What has been taken over here? This region as well is all part of Persia. That reminds me, I wanted to go to Persia and create the kingdom tier title. This man in Khuzestan, we're going to give you all of Persia. Have fun. Raise my men-at-arms. Let's actually give you a directive, since Miletus is not Catholic, right? Mr. Persia man, your directive is to convert. How is our faiths, our culture spreading? Slowly. Very slowly, but it's coming along. Speaking of, I don't have a steward to spread it. This dude's doing well. Playing his little instrument. Alright, we'll have our religious icon stuff go on in the background. Treat him. Can I go and confide in someone? Donate to charity. I'm traveling, so I can't. No, he killed my random troop. More pilgrimage, trait experience. How are we doing on pilgrimage, by the way? We're only at half. No, another legacy for us. Let's go ahead and get renowned name. For more glory to the dynasty. Washing our hands is important. We'll do that as well. And so let's march on here and make some gains. Okay. Workers becomes more pious. One of my guys becomes a monk. I don't care if you lose some titles. More pious. Okay. More pious. More. More. It's like Kylo Ren. And now we are a religious icon. Okay, good. So let's get out of this war real quick. And what did I just take? I took these two? Okay. What do you belong to? Arabia, huh? I'll let you handle your domain. Increase Jerusalem development. That should have now gone to somebody. Okay, it did. Increase your size a little bit more. The Seljuks are around somewhere. That is the actual house of Seljuk, which is good. How is our house looking, by the way? Do we have our unity? We're a powerful commander. 38k military strength here. We can now mend the Great Schism. Let's do this. The Great Schism saw the Christian Church divided, but if all 5 of the episcopal sees of the Pentarchy could be restored under the rule of a single empire, under the enlightened leadership of a saintly ruler, there may be a chance to finally reunite Christendom. You gain a Holy Legend see. The Catholic Church will mend the schism and establish itself as the only legitimate branch of Christianity. You get the nickname the Ecumenist. Catholicism's fervor increased by 25%. Every Christian faith with ecumenism loses special tolerance. Ecumenism and fervor decreases by 25. Okay, so everyone else decreases, we stay the same, right? Because do we have ecumenism? We do. One God, one church. At last, the Great Schism has been mended. The centuries-long fight of the papacy to assert its primacy over the Pentarchy has finally come to an end with the reunification of the original seats under Catholic rule. The Orthodox clergy has been forced to bow to the undeniable authority of the throne of St. Peter. The few amongst them who still cling to their outdated and heretical rites will soon be brought into the fold of the true ecumenical church, one way or another. The Universal Church has been restored. Awesome. So I go back to Catholicism here. We still have this? Or is it gone? What about Orthodox? That's now gone. So now these are considered hostile? Interesting. So these are considered evil. Even though Orthodox is almost dead. Did we really kill Orthodox here? We did. There's Sunni on all of Africa. Maturidi, Shaivite, Vaishnavism, and Asharvi. Tengri's a little bit around there, so that's good. Anything else? Okay. All right, at this point, we've done everything I want to do. It's 1382. You can't see it because it's behind my chest, but let's go ahead and look through the achievements and see if there's anything we can do. Funded and inspired Curator's project and receive the end result. Okay. Choose to set out as ventures to spawn a historical character. That's pretty easy. But we'll hold off. Murder your lover's spouse. Have a lover save you from a murder attempt. Have a strong hook on your head of faith. As any one character successfully seduce 10 people. Starting as an Irish. As somebody. Don't have the runestones. Not a dwarf. I could diverge or hybridize a culture. I feel like we did this. I think these ones we have done, but not on this character. Yeah, I gotta get used to them doing this now. Person with 10 languages. None of these really want me to continue here. Anything cool we can do? 10 vassals. Organic intermismo. Host a funeral. Do possible. Show me possible. That's better. Okay, we'll start with the hard ones here. Emperor of the newly formed... Well, we could have done that. Have an infected barony at the maximum plague resistance. Iranian heritage, Empire of Persia. Okay, not that one. Every contest in a grand tournament. Hostile looter. Have only 2 distinct parents, grandparents, and great parents, counting absent ancestors as individuals. Only 2 Oh. This is like inbreeding times 10. And then there's a Roman Empire. I want to do the Roman Empire in a different campaign. I think it'd be cool to do a Byzantium one. Now, should be cool. Starting in 1178, take decision to reestablish the Theodosian borders. Become a dominant family within Byzantium. So yeah, these are all going to be cool. Sultan of Rome. As Bedouin of Jerusalem defeats Saladin in war, El Cid destroying an empire, Hassan Sabbas. As a Scottish character, claim your descent from ancient Egypt by completing the Sons of Scata. Oh. I might have missed that. Bubonic Plague, I didn't actually get it. I hid from it. Fill 5 tax collector slots with excellent aptitude characters. Loot 4 illustrious tier modifiers from your vizier. Okay, that's all fun. Pass through every terrain, including naval, whilst on the same travel. As a regent successfully coup your liege, take the realm without wars or schemes. In the Iberian struggle, Iberia. 10 cultures with a lot of acceptance. Inspirations. This one will be cool. As an adventurer, buy an estate in Byzantium and lead your line to become emperors. Interesting. As co-emperor, roll a despotate. Cool. Upgrade your state with level 5. Legislature win a claim. As a count, complete a mythical legend. Claim title. Manage to make your legend protagonist a saint. Oh, I could do this one. With any one character go on a pilgrimage to all of your holy sites. We'll do this one. Falconer, large animals. Lions, tigers, a baromai. Hastoluter. Murder feast. Intimidation tour. We could do that at any time. Grand tour. Don't have 10 kingdom tier vassals, but that's cool. Point a character with complete adventure inspiration to your antiquarian. Have an artifact in every slot in the inventory. That's just easy. Okay. Be naked while holding. Oh, and for a tier title. There's a religion that likes being naked. We could do that, but don't really care. Choose a new destiny 5 times in the save campaign. This sounds cool. Host the funeral and your legend protagonist as a character of the faith of Fedayeen. Dispose of a lowborn king, an emperor. Okay. And we've gone through most of these. Yes. So let's do the let us go and do the last pilgrimage we need to do. Right? So we have activities down here. My pilgrimage. I've gone pious pilgrimage. He's coming back. Does it count if they're in my realm? I don't know. Do I care? I also don't know. Maybe we call this here. We can always do this in a different one. It's not too important. We'll get a friendship. All right, so let's kind of take stock, talk about what we want to do next. So we've basically started. We started in Scotland to recap. We started over here, which is now all owned by Ireland here. The Camshron and Francia. England no longer cease to exist. A little bit of Alba remains. We marched down here, went to France, got involved a lot in the Iberian struggle. There was a crusade for Andalusia we participated in. Our first character died in Portugal, I believe. And then we got stuck here as a child for a long time. I think our second ruler basically spent their whole life. Let's actually go and look at the dynasty tree and kind of think about what happened here. This is kind of our recap since we have only a 20-minute video. I want to make it a little bit more. So we Duchess Agnes. She ended up dying from her wounds in 1198. She was in Scotland. And then we took on Dermid, I believe, who... God, where did he die? I'm not sure. I think Dermid also died in here, but he basically stayed the course. I think he died pretty early, all things considered. And we had a second guy who got us most of the way towards Byzantium. He died around this area. Coming back from Andalusia, moving around here. We went down here for a little bit, then ended up turning around because it was easier to get through our states. I think we went through the Holy Roman Empire, got around to Carpathia and Byzantium. Then we had our main character, who, let's be honest, was the real hero here, and that was our grandparent, Empress Morag, the Longshanks. She started her rule over in this region, became friends with the Byzantine Emperor. Did she become friends with the Byzantine Emperor? I think actually our character before her got over to here and was friends with the Byzantine Emperor, and then we ended up having to ditch because Empress Morag actually took over from her sister, her dead sister, who died because I did a dumb thing and tried to go to Cyprus without any rations, and so she died on a ship here, and we got stuck in Tripoli for a while as Empress Morag, and she basically spent her whole life in the Holy Lands trying to get it back and building up a throne to take Jerusalem. And then from there, we very slowly expanded. We took Arabia by storm using our great holy war Casus Belli. We were able to give Syria to our aunt, who was then our daughter, using a crusade. And then we eventually subjugated her, pushed a little bit into Sinai, and took the rest of the Outer Empire in one fell swoop. So when did Jerusalem actually exist? When did we make this? Can we say the history? Empress Morag, so from 1326, the day of her death, in 1369, so about 43 years, we went from Byzantium to the full Outremer Empire, which is wild to think about here, right? And so she was 86 in 43 years, so she got the title of Jerusalem around 40-ish years old. Kind of crazy to think about, but she's been very powerful. I think going forward, there's a couple playthroughs I want to think about. I don't know what kind of ordering I'm going to do with this. I haven't, of course, at this point, I haven't edited any of these videos, so I have to kind of go see what the reaction to CK3 is. I would love to do more CK3 content. I've really liked this DLC. I like what's happened with the game, and I like the where it's at right now. I definitely want to do more stuff in Byzantium, or maybe more adventure games. Probably next one's going to be some kind of Byzantium game where you play in the Empire and maybe focus less on becoming the head of the Empire and more on taking advantage of some other factors. I'm not sure. I'm open for suggestions. That's one idea. There's also the idea of doing the adventurous stuff, but not being a warmonger. I like the idea of being maybe like an assassin, maybe the Hashashins in Arabia, and trying to take over Byzantium. There's also achievement runs and things you could do. The last ranking was a fun campaign, but it would play out very similar to what we've done here, except I probably need to break apart the hug box that is the Yingling and Eric, since they tend to intermarry a lot and have big alliance change in Norway over here. Also, Essex having part of Iceland is cursed. There's also, I don't want to maybe do it now because there's no really content for the Horse Lords, but being a great conqueror as like, I guess this does stay, right? Because this is the Karagas. Do all of you get conqueror, or is it only the primary heir? Here's one way to tell. Let's kill her. Let's remove our character. Gosh. Okay, I want to see if our heir would basically get the conqueror trait. I think they do. I think that this is hereditary. Can I see? So you have your father, who is a bay. No. How do you get this conqueror trait? Let's look at the title history here. That's not your primary title. That's your house. Title history. So, 50 years it didn't exist. What did you have before? Do you have the duchy title? It's hard, because all of these are... Can I find how... Okay, here you go. House Borgen. Let's look at your living members in your dynasty tree, because this is where we can find Genghis Khan, is within this one. This is all kind of side questing here. Timuhin, the Conqueror, right? He is the... No? It's above him. There's Emperor. Starting to get big. House Bedouin. He's tribal emperor of the Mongol Empire. I can't look at his stats anymore. I had it pulled up. Escape. Oh. He was a eunuch, one-eyed. This is completely a side quest. And above him you have... the greatest of Khans. And so he has kids. Did one of his kids take control and become the next Khan? It's hard to say, because Genghis Khan fathered many kids. I don't see a conqueror trait within the primary titles here. I don't think you can give it to a woman in Tingri culture here. That's a man, never mind. Holy cow. Not seeing it. Not in Chagatai. Desert Warrior. Died of smallpox, the poor guy. Is he profligate, murderer, kingslayer? Did he outlive his kids? No, he didn't. Does one of his brothers get it? God, let's go back and see. Borgin, Genghis Khan. Check his siblings. I'm not sure what the criteria here is, because we actually have the Conqueror trait. How do we get this? Let me see. Let's pull up we're going to do some research here. CK3 Conqueror trait. You must be in a... Okay. Conqueror trait inheritance. Has anyone deciphered how the trait is inherited? I became a great conqueror, conquered France, turned into bureaucracy. My son inherited both the empire and the trait. Then he died and passed it down to his grandson. He didn't inherit the trait, and I thought that was intended mechanic, but then the game crashed and went back to my previous character. Okay. The default setting transfers the trait to the primary heir, and only if he ends up as an independent ruler. There are also some hidden mechanics taking the trait away. Cryptic hints are that it can happen if you lose too much, are at peace for too long, etc. Beyond that, we don't know the exact conditions yet. So I guess because we've been warring, our heir will always get the trait as long as we fight and keep the line of conquering going and ever are expanding. So that's cool. That's very useful, because without that, our man-at-arms would have been pretty bad here, but now our man-at-arms don't cost me much at all, ending us up with very little expenses to pay for man-at-arms. So that's cool. Anywho, I've kind of burnt some time here. Portugal got really big. Wow. Anything else really interesting? Khan and Bornu did well? Kinda. Is this a good land? Oh, never mind. They're dying. Who's the biggest? 42k for us. Portugal is 40k. Holy Roman Empire is 100k. So you're still the strongest. Everyone built really tall in the Holy Roman Empire. Francia is at war, but let's say their max strength can't be compared. So Holy Roman Empire is the strongest. We did good over here in ours, and I guarantee we could probably take them in a fight if they were attacking us, but if we attacked them, it would probably be a struggle, because we had to go all the way over there, and it'd be pretty rough. How is they doing for money as their emperor? Oh, 35k! Wow! 200 a month? Yikes! We get more prestige than him, though. And more piety. Yeah, and this dude's not a administrative government, so take that. But anywho, let's go and return back to the main menu. Call this one for here, and that is the end of House Blackadder and their run as the custodians of the Holy Land. So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean Spoof Screeners. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for playthroughs, if you want to see some more CK3. This is a new thing for my channel, so we'll see how it goes. This whole series will get put out, but we'll see based on the response if we do too many more of these. Maybe at least one more so I can play as Byzantium. But beyond that, who knows? I haven't put too much thought towards it, so it's all going to be depend on how these videos do. But for now, I'm Custom here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean Spoof Screeners. As always, I'll catch you next one. Later.